Gotta put my mic on. Where should I put
bonk,
it?
Bonk, bonk.
That's my job. Stop.
Bonk, bonk. Well, welcome to the INTJ and Cat Show. I don't have a cat today.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. We went to our first Comic-Con.
We did the con. We were con.
Yay! Bonk, 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 bonk. I got to bonk so many people.
Yeah.
Bonk,
No.
bonk. Hey, that's cheating. Bonk. And you know what? I realized that playing Harley Quinn was meant for me when I started bonking people. I said, this was meant to be. This was meant for me. Bonk, 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 bonk. And quite frankly, I just feel like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn are the perfect characters for us. I think we were meant to cosplay them.
The only difference is they're lesbians and we're not. Like, people kept saying, like, power couple at Comic-Con, and I was like, thank you.
Were they
not
saying
gay?
that?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Like,
I had never heard that.
it's just not us.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me. You could be gay.
Tell them about your shirt. Changing the topic. Tell them about your shirt.
I got it at the Comic-Con. It's got a cat.
It's a cactus.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to.
A catcus. It's a catcus.
Yeah.
The artist is right here. Her name is Alexandra Boat. Brote.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put her name somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, we did our first Comic-Con as Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. We had dressed like Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy before for Halloween a couple years ago. And my brother Chad, who we're gonna play videos and clips that we took at Comic-Con while we were there. We didn't get a ton, but we tried our best. Also, we didn't have our mic set up or anything.
We also didn't try our best. We weren't doing Comic-Con for you.
That's true.
We were doing it for us.
We were just there having fun, so we weren't really concerned about filming. But anyway, we did get some footage. I will try to play that, and in the footage you will see my brother Chad.
Hey, what is this? What is this nonsense?
Hee
He's like a spy from Team Fortress.
Yes, it's a double cosplay thing. I'm not amused.
He has been wanting me to come to Comic-Con for years, and I always say no. Because genuinely, I thought I would hate Comic-Con.
Yeah, you kind of had like a Comic-Con awakening.
And I know that that's surprising because, number one, I'm an ENFP. Number two, I guess you could call me a nerd. I guess. I don't know. I've never called myself a nerd.
A lot of nerds around here.
That's my favorite clip from the whole day.
A lot of nerds around here.
Anyway, and also I already kind of cosplay or dress up, but I don't know,
Well, I think we should just go back to, like, you had a Comic-Con awakening.
I did.
Like, because you were sharing
I like the nerds.
You went to Comic-Con.
I like the nerds.
You were apprehensive, and we can go into the reasons why, but kind of as we got there, like, you realized, like, how someone might, please don't honk me.
This is dangerous.
How, like, there's normally a time in your life where you find, like, your community.
Yeah.
And, like, people that you just feel seen and understood by, and you really felt like that was right for you. You were like, these are my people. And I was like...
Which is funny because that was one of the reasons I didn't want to go to Comic-Con, because I didn't think those were my people. Mm-hmm. Silly me. But yeah, I love dressing up and everything, but number one, I don't typically like going places where there's crowds, so the fact that I actually really liked this was impressive.
This was a very polite crowd.
Yeah, everyone was just so nice, which it wasn't just that they were nice, it was like, I think it is a little bit what we talked about, where Comic-Con kind of attracts the outcasts in a lot of ways. You know, a lot of them are nerdy people and like whatever, because I'm one of them. We're nerdy. We're not making fun of you people. I think the reason people were so friendly and it felt so welcoming is because we're all there with a common interest, and no one's going to get made fun of there for what they like.
I mean, I made fun of some people.
Well, okay, she was making fun of people, but
I wasn't making fun of them for what they liked, or I wasn't making fun of them for, like, anything derogatory. It was just like when the dude walked by as Leia in the gold bikini, and he's like, you know, a 40-year-old dude with a dad bod that's a little hairy. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, that's not making fun of, though. That's just like, he probably did that to be funny.
Yeah.
So,
and I made fun of the funny.
Yeah. I guess we're not making, You weren't making fun of people maliciously.
Yeah, there was no malice.
Alicia's going to make fun of everyone all the time, no matter where she goes.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the point, is like, to make fun of is a little bit my love language.
Oh, I should have worn the gloves. Darn, I love those gloves.
I'm sorry. Like, this is a broad sweeping, well, no, okay, wait, I had a different thought first I'm going to go back to.
Okay. This isn't a rant, is it?
Well,
because I'll prepare myself if this is a rant.
I don't think it's a true rant.
Okay.
I don't have enough feeling
I'm
behind
not
it.
getting rant energy.
But did you ever watch the videos about, or read the articles about how, like, Twilight ruined Comic-Con?
No, but you mentioned it to me.
Yeah, and it was the idea that, like, Comic-Con was, I mean, it changed Comic-Con, is probably the better way to say it. But there was a point that Comic-Con was, like, really protected, and kind of probably what we would imagine, like, super high nerd, like, Star Trek, the comics that nobody's heard of, not the comic book movies, like, all of this stuff that
Really
was, like,
niche
really
stuff.
niche stuff that, like, people really enjoyed and found a lot of, like, community in with other people who enjoyed it. And there's like, you kind of made fun of the really big Star Wars nerds, like, back in the day, who, like, joined the religion of Star Wars and like stuff like that.
LARPing? There were people LARPing there at the
Yes.
convention.
And then Twilight came out, and this is the same time, like, it wasn't just Twilight, but a lot of other big fandoms came out at the same time that a lot of people found commonality in and common interest in, and that wasn't quite as niche and wasn't quite so outside on the outcasts.
Right.
And when Twilight started getting, like, time at Comic-Con, it brought in a whole new source of fandom.
Terrifying.
And yeah, like, the people who were, like, really into their niche thing felt like it was almost a betrayal in some ways. But what it did to change Comic-Con was it was like, it made it more accessible to all people. Like, if you are a big, what?
I just love how you're turning into a Comic-Con historian. You've never been to one except for you've been to your first one. It's just such an INTJ thing to just, how do you know this, first of all? You've never been to one. You just went to one for the first time. Somehow you're already an expert in the history of Comic-Con.
Oh, I'm embarrassed.
No,
You
don't be
embarrassed
embarrassed.
me.
It's perfect for this episode because it's a classic INTJ move. Anyway, continue. Just needed to point that out.
It made it more accessible to all people, and I'm still embarrassed. I'm very
Don't
self-conscious.
be embarrassed. I love it. It's very you. It's very you.
How I know this is I consume a lot of content. I read articles. I read, like, psychological studies, which doesn't have anything to do with Comic-Con, but, like, I watch YouTube. Like, I collect. I'm a collector of information. You asked me once if I collect things. I think I collect information.
You do.
Yeah, and it's a steel trap in there, so it's hard to forget. But yeah, so it became, like, the fandoms became accessible to all people, and I think this is my own personal theory, but kind of as everything has advanced and there's been a little bit more globalism and social media and stuff like that, like, people have a longing to be a community and to be in community. That's just people. That's not the theory. But the advancement where, like, sometimes social media can make you feel alone, especially if you already feel like you might be an outcast, or might be made fun of for something, like, small, like, you know, you're really into whatever.
I love whatever.
Yeah, you're really
Love
into whatever. You're a Twilight fan, you're a Harry Potter fan, you're a Batman fan. You
A Bat fan?
Really, really, really like Over the Garden Wall. Like, it doesn't matter. You're Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. And then you find people who also have that commonality in that fandom, and you find connection points. And so what Comic-Con did was it created more opportunity, or what happened when Twilight came into Comic-Con is it created more opportunity for connection points for people.
True.
And so the experience that we got to have when we went there with, like, a broader sense of connection point is there were a lot of DC people, right?
Yeah.
And we actually joined the citizens of Gotham.
Yes.
The Riddler and Penguin invited us to.
Shout out.
So, like, now we're part of the citizens of Gotham in the Pacific Northwest. But there
Mega nerds now.
there was Grunkle Stan.
Loved Grunkle Stan.
There was Bigfoot.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I got any video of
yeah.
him. Should have.
There was Samus in full gear. That was a video game, right? There was...
I was really amazed how crowded it was there. There was, I mean, you'll see in the footage, there were so many people.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There was Princess Peach. There was Kiki. from Kiki's Delivery Service.
A lot of Studio Ghibli.
So like the fandoms just, and there were a lot of things that I didn't know. Because,
so many fandoms we don't know.
Yeah, but like
crazy.
Someone painted purple and like, well, there was Ursula, but no, they're like this girl painted purple and like really cool. It was probably some type of elf, but I'm like, I don't know what you are.
Probably from an anime or
probably
something.
from an anime or a video game or like, I don't know, but it's just like, there are just so many more connection points for people to feel community in. And that's the thing that I think people are drawn to. It's not, we both really like Batman. It's, we both have like, we've all experienced something, an enjoyment of something that we can all come together on. And we have that touchstone. And so even though it's not the same fandom, we know the experience of getting immersed in a fandom.
Yeah. Dude, yep, what you said. Yeah. I don't know about you. I just know I didn't think I was going to like Comic-Con, and I was really surprised how much I enjoyed it. I think, well, let me just say, I think part of the reason I thought I wouldn't like Comic-Con is because I had an idea. I don't know if this has anything to do with my personality type. This is just, I thought it was going to be more performative. I was afraid that I would have to really perform for everyone because I associated, well, if we're cosplaying and dressing up, it's more like LARPing. And so everyone there is going to expect me to be in character. And that's why, part of why I didn't want to go, because it's like, first of all, I don't want to be this character. I have such an aversion to being something I'm not. I just want to be myself. And I think it's something deeper like that. Point is, though, I was surprised to find that no one expects you to be the character. Everyone was just walking around dressed like the character, and really all we got was like taking pictures with people.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple of times that people played into their character a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It wasn't like you have to be this the whole time.
Yeah.
And so like when we were following the Batman and gang by mistake, because we were actually following the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And the Flash and the Robin looked behind us and were like, "Don't look now, Batman, but we're being followed by Gwen and Ivy."
It was fun.
It was funny. And
it was natural.
Yeah, it was very natural. Or like you just bonking people.
Yes. Okay. Now, I would like to take a minute to plead my case on why I personally was meant to play Harley Quinn. I have not written down my notes here, but I have them in my head, and you can go after me if you'd like.
On why you were meant to play Harley Quinn?
No, on why you were meant to play Poison Ivy. Number one, I really love...
give you a bat.
I really love Pigtail. I bought this with my own money, and I decorated it with my own hands. Bonk, so I get to bonk people all I want. First,
That's like saying if I bought a gun with my own money and I put
don't take it there! Don't take it there! My gosh! Oh my gosh. Okay, point being, back to what I was saying. I look really good in pigtails, and I love wearing pigtails, and I always have since I was like 14. I love pigtails. So that's point number one. I really love wearing my hair in pigtails. Number two, I love bonking people, and I mean, ask anyone, ask the ENTJ, ask the INTJ. I love bonking people, and I love saying the word bonk, and all of a sudden, I put on my Harley costume, and I had a bat, and I just couldn't help. I started bonking everyone. I said, oh my gosh, this was meant to be. I was meant to have a bat. This was meant to happen. And so I just had so much fun going around the whole Comic-Con bonking everyone. Number three, I'm coming up with these on the fly. The red-black combination, throw some white in there too, always been my favorite color combination. I love red and black. Insert the picture of the mime I did that's red and black that's super popular on Pinterest. I love red and black and white. It's my favorite color combination, always has. I have a degree in psychology. I have my psych degree. Harley Quinn is a PhD in psych. I'm not there, but I do have my degree in psych, and I'm a little cuckoo. I'm a little cuckoo, and people in the past have said that I resemble Harley Quinn. So I think it was meant to be, and I think Harley Quinn is an ENFP, so it makes sense. And I just feel like this was always meant to happen. So from now on, I will be dressing like Harley Quinn for every episode.
Okay, I look forward to that.
That's not actually happening. But anyway, I rest my case. Now, explain to us why you were always meant to be Poison Ivy. You look really good green.
I look good in green.
No, you look really good green.
I also look good if I am green. I'm an INTJ woman,
Yeah.
and I think
That's kind of it, actually.
I think I actually...
You're tall.
I'm tall. I agree with a lot of the moral philosophy.
Yeah. You're not... correct me if I'm wrong. You're not, like, super... because she's known for being very, like, environmentalist.
Like, I think we should be kind to the environment.
Actually, I will say something about Miss INTJ here. She will not let anyone in this house kill a bug, especially spiders. She will get so upset when Miss ENTJ, Erica, in this house will kill a spider. She gets very upset. And every time, like clockwork, she will give her spiel about how we need to save the spiders and put them outside and not kill them. She is very, very gung-ho about saving any animal life, even an ant. And that's very poison ivy.
I just think it's unnecessary. Like, okay.
I'm just
This
like,
might have
it's a spider, kill
This
it.
might have rant energy.
I will kill the spider.
Okay.
No, she won't let me.
Okay. I just believe it's unnecessary.
Why?
Okay. Why is it necessary to kill it?
Because I really like bonking things. And listen, okay, actually, to be fair, I have gotten better with spiders. I find spiders in my room and I let them live because I like to give them names like Abernathy and Paul, and just let them live in my room, and that's fun. But I'm sorry, if I find a wolf spider in my room with its little
So cute.
gross little babies on its back, I'm killing it.
You're killing babies.
I'm killing it with this bat.
Oh my goodness. Look,
I don't care.
the whole point is like it's
more coffee?
normally the morality of aesthetics, and that's normally what we live by. Is like if it's gross, we squash it, and if it's not, we let it live. Because like you wouldn't kill a butterfly. If a butterfly was in the house, you wouldn't be like smash it with a shoe.
What if you have a fear of butterflies?
That'd be funny.
I've known people with butterfly phobias.
That's hilarious.
It's not. It's really terrible. I feel bad for them.
It's a little funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I just think it's unnecessary. Like it's just a spider, it's just a bug. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to, like, I don't like mosquitoes, and like I will, on instinct because they're hurting me. But most of the time, like the bugs are doing nothing to you. You're just like reacting for whatever reason because it's ugly or because you like people do have like primal fears, but I don't understand them. And
I find it interesting the strong moral reaction you have for someone killing it.
Yeah, it's just unnecessary.
For taking
like
the
if
choice
you're
to
going to
kill
kill
it.
a spider, what else are you going to kill?
See, that's what's interesting. She always says that. She's like, if you're willing to kill a spider, what else are you willing to kill? And I think that's funny.
I just like I want to know where your moral line is because you wouldn't like. I mean,
Only an INTJ would take killing a spider in your room into a moral argument.
like you're like, I'll kill the spider. I'll probably also kill a pigeon. But if you kill a pigeon, will you also kill a parrot? And if you kill a parrot,
And all of a sudden, you're killing your mom.
no, I don't think it's like quite like that. I just think it's unnecessary to squish bugs. If there's a necessity to it, then sure. But I mean, come on, like
I'm always ready to bonk a bug on the head.
yeah. Well, interesting. But you have like a moral aversion to cutting in line, which I think is really interesting.
Oh my gosh, play the frickin' clip. So let's talk about this convention. We hadn't even gotten our badges yet. And you know how they've got the, when they've got ropes set up, so like at TSA and stuff, and like conventions like this, you have to go around and around. Even if there's no one in line, everyone just walks through the loop. Well, you do have a point that it does feel kind of pointless when there's no one even in line. Why doesn't everyone just like go under the ropes? But I didn't want to do that because we're cutting everyone else.
Who also could have just walked through.
And I was so embarrassed because here I am just following the rules, following everyone else as we walk up through the things, and she starts cutting ahead of me and I'm getting left behind. So I'm like, well, I don't want to get left behind. So I started cutting and I felt so horrible. You guys, we haven't even gotten our badges yet, and Poison Ivy already made me skip the frickin' line. She already made me skip the line. She pulled the rope up, and then she made me go under it. What a jerk. I'm completely embarrassed. I guess that's not very Harley of me, sorry. I do really want to bonk people on the head, though.
One, you weren't obligated to follow me. You make your own decisions.
But I didn't want to be left behind.
Two, it's this huge room, and they're set up like for if there were a lot of people. There were probably a lot of people earlier that day, so they served a purpose. But now there weren't a lot of us. There were 20 of us, when a line set up for like 300 and everybody's walking through and it's like, well, why are we doing this?
To be fair, we were dressed like villains, and that is something Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn would do.
Like, why were we doing the... So I just, like, when we were outside and there were a lot of people and they were going through, I didn't cut the line then because I'm like, this makes sense. But when it's a giant room and there's like, it just didn't make sense. It did not make sense. And so I did it. Maybe we cut 3 people total in that journey. Because
It's true, but I want to follow the rules, and it embarrassed me so much. But of course, for her, she's like, if the rules don't make sense, then she doesn't care about like breaking them.
Yeah.
Whereas after the fact, I was like, okay, it wasn't really that big of a deal.
Yeah, and the 3 people were seeing us do it. They could have also chosen to just step over the ribbons.
I know. Well, then we're going to delve even deeper into technically you could do that with anything, and why does anyone follow laws and blah, blah, blah. And we've had this conversation before. We'll save that for another episode when we have more time.
Yeah. So, cut line. I think that's probably a Poison Ivy-esque thing to do.
It
It's
really
like
was.
Does this make sense? And should we follow it?
That was what was so great about Comic-Con is like we don't have to play the characters, we just are. I just naturally, if you put a bat in my hand, I'm going to start bonking people. So I was very Harley Quinn, and we didn't even get the badges yet, and you were acting like Poison Ivy, cutting the line because you didn't think you thought the rules were stupid.
It wasn't a rule. It was implied. It was an implication of how people should behave based on the idea that there were going to be hundreds of people. The idea that there were hundreds of people, maybe that happened, maybe not. I think that probably did at one point. Didn't happen when we were there, so we needed to function with the implication. Like, okay, what do you do when there's 20 people? And it's like, you know what? This is easier. This is faster. It's better for everyone.
Okay, all right. I believe you.
And you did not have to cut the line. And like, what do you mean?
And I did. I did.
Like, you weren't going to get left. I wasn't going to just ditch you. I wasn't going to get my badge
I didn't
and
want
run
to be
off.
stuck with all those dumb people.
The 3 people I cut?
Yeah, I'm sure they were horrible people, and I didn't want to be stuck with them.
Because they're not smart enough to cut the line.
Exactly.
Yeah. One of the things that I really appreciate about Comic-Con is one thing I really don't like about crowds. I don't like it about Walmart. I don't like it about Target. I don't like it about the grocery store. I don't like it about church. I don't like it about concerts. If there's any place where people might be, I don't like it.
Yeah. The zoo.
Well, it doesn't happen as much at the zoo, but also I don't like it.
I was just trying to give an example.
Okay, yeah. This is super, super specific. But it's like an awareness of personal space with physicality. So I don't like people bumping into me.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone likes people bumping into them. I don't like mosh pits. And when there's like a lot of people in an enclosed space, it just happens.
Yeah.
Like, you just bump into people. And when you're at the grocery store, I don't know why it happens, but it does. And it's really unfortunate because it's not that cramped in the grocery store. People just aren't paying attention. But I don't think anyone bumped into me at Comic-Con.
I bumped into a few people, and I think I did it on purpose.
With your bat?
Yes, and I also bonked people.
Yeah. Or if it did happen and we were bumped in, or I don't know about you, and someone bumped into me, they were very like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, people just were more aware of their surroundings, much more courteous, and very friendly. Just pretty much everyone there. I didn't see any jerks. And the kids were very well behaved. The kids were having fun. There weren't a ton of kids, but when I did see kids, they were just having a good time.
The old people were very well behaved.
Now, to be fair, this is the only Comic-Con we've been to, so maybe the other ones are horrible.
That's true.
We're thinking of going to the San Francisco Fan Expo.
It's true.
So potentially that's going to be end of November,
But I think
maybe it'll be awful.
that was one of my highlights in that entire journey was just how aware of their like space and surroundings.
Let's compare. Your favorite part of Comic-Con was that. My favorite part of Comic-Con was there was so much happening. My NE was feasting as an ENFP, walking around with Chad too, who's like NESE. We were having the time of our lives because you'll probably see in the clips a little bit. It was like ADHD on speed. It was like, oh my gosh, this is happening and this is happening. And I was having the freaking time of my life. There was so much happening. And that's what I loved the most about it. I could have gone for hours had I not like physically got exhausted. I could have kept going for hours because there was so much to do, so much to see, so many people to take pictures with. Everyone was so nice and we were all having a good time. My NE was buzzing.
This might be the best day of my life. This might be the best day of my life. I've never been happier. Everyone looks so good and I feel amazing, and I just got to see Ursula, and I got a cute cat out of a machine. I don't remember what it was called, but it was really cute, and I had a lot of coffee this morning and I feel fantastic, and I had a pumpkin spice latte. I'm so happy. And my brother's here and I get to spend time with him, and Alicia's here and she looks amazing, and her green paint is incredible. And I've never been happier. I've never been sweatier, but I'm so happy.
It was probably also the Vyvanse and the coffee I had. But it was so fun and so much happening, like the novelty and everything. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting thing to kind of talk about. I'm getting really good at knowing when it's about to happen. So like your NE really like lit up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And when we enter into a new space, it's really interesting. I think I think it's the NI versus NE thing. Mm-hmm. Mine is fueled by my SE, and yours is fueled by your SI as your inferior functions.
Yeah.
So we put that in. So we'll enter into a new space, and there's a lot of information to take in. And I catalog it all really, really quickly.
Yeah, like a spreadsheet.
Like, you're not going to say, hey, did you see that, blue ribbon in the corner? And I'm like, oh my God, there's the blue ribbon in the corner. I didn't see that. I'm like, yes, I checked that off in my box when I was cataloging everything. And then I think in my unconscious, wherever NI is happening,
yeah,
I'm now making connections and buzzing on things and stuff.
I think
like
your NI is very conscious. Very.
Like, it's now taking all of the information in, like building patterns and things, and to build on to the next thing. And so things make sense in my world. Mm-hmm. And then you walk into a new place, and it's your SI and your NE, and you almost like hyperfixate.
And they're fist fighting each other.
You almost hyperfixate on one thing, like, oh my goodness, there's a blue ribbon in the corner, and like you're like super, super focused on that. And there could be Godzilla 3 feet away, and you might not notice.
I would bonk him on the head
because you hyperfixated, and then all of a sudden you see Godzilla, and you abandon the blue ribbon, and you're all about Godzilla. But then out of the corner of your eye, you see a butterfly or a squirrel, and you're all about that. And we walk away from that entire bizarre exhibit, and I'm like, hey, did you notice like the really pretty flower artwork that was on the table? And you're like, no.
I feel like that's true. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to take your word for it because it feels right.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it feels. Like,
yeah.
But like each thing you're noticing is like you're taking so much, and you're cataloging, and you're like deeper and deeper, and like,
yeah.
So where it's like almost I take everything and bring it into one, you take one and bring it into everything.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So
that was our Comic-Con experience.
So that can be like super overwhelming for me. And I think we found as the day went on, there was a point where when we were in, it wasn't exactly Artist Alley, but it was adjacent to, because it was where all the people
in the exhibit area.
Like exhibits and stuff. And there's a million exhibits.
Right.
And there's a point where I said, I think we should go out to the lobby and just wander around a little bit, because you could have stayed in the exhibits for hours.
Oh yeah.
And I was overstimulated by the exhibits because there was just too much information to take in and catalog.
It's like sardines in there.
So when we went out, and even though the lobby, there was still a ton going on, it was just a little bit less.
Yeah.
Then I was able to start filing things. So when we went back to the exhibits, I did a lot better.
Yeah.
Because I had already been able to file the information. We were like walking through, and I'm like, I knew where everything kind of was intuitively and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you were still like, did you see Bigfoot?
One of the last things I want to say before we go, because we're running out of time here. Walking around any kind of event, or anywhere in public for that matter, with someone who has very dominant NI, like Alicia here, is very interesting, because she will just, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like her NI is telling her there's something going on over there that's important, or she's just feeling led somewhere.
I think feeling led.
She just feels led somewhere, and I'm like, okay, I guess we'll go that way. And I'm like, are you sure you want to go over here? Maybe we should go do this. And she says, well, I just keep following her. And then we run into something that we wouldn't have run into otherwise, like a freaking llama. Insert picture of llama.
We found a llama. Are you ready? Look how beautiful he is.
Like, that happens all the time. That's just one example where her and I, when we're out in public together, even if I get annoyed, like, why are we going this way? We could be going doing this and dancing with the DJ right now. She's like, I feel like we need to go down here. And there's a freaking llama.
That was actually a really good example.
I learned to trust her and I leading us in public.
That's a great example because I was like, I
just wanted to dance.
Like, yeah, we found a DJ and like it was great, and I was like, okay, cool, there's a DJ, but there's also something this way, and it did not look like there was anything that way.
No, it looked like there was nothing down there. I'm like, why are we going down here? I could be dancing with the DJ and bonking people on the head. I could be bonking the DJ on the head.
But she just followed me. And her brother followed too, and he was like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, Chad, bro.
We're just complaining.
Chad, you are not obligated to stay with us.
I'm hungry. I want to dance.
Yeah, she's over there. I want to dance, Chad. I'm hungry. And I'm like, Siobhan, we will go back to the dancing in a minute. Chad, you're not obligated to stay with us. You have your snacks at your booth.
Just an INTJ corralling a bunch of children.
we can meet you at your booth. If you already know what's here, you don't go. And
right. So we're complaining.
Yeah, and so we go that way, and there's really nothing. And then we turn around, and we're like coming back, because I'm like, I guess there was nothing there. I guess I led the team astray.
And like the heavens shone down.
The heavens opened, and there was a llama.
There was a freaking llama.
A very friendly llama.
And so I have learned to trust her and I when we're out in public, because even though I feel like, why are we going this way, usually something spectacular ends up happening. Yeah. And you tend to be just as surprised.
Yeah, no, I don't know what. Like, it was... We were trying to find a vending machine, and I was like, I just think we should go this way. You're like, we already know what's this way. We've been this way. And I was like, yeah, let's just do a loop. And we ran into the freaking Riddler and Penguin, who invited us to join the citizens of Gotham.
Yeah. I think the convention was a great example of that, because it happens everywhere. Even if, like, we're in the grocery store and, well, this didn't happen with the cookies the other day, but generally when we're in a grocery store and we're like, where would this thing be?
The cookies.
Or like,
I needed help on that.
Where would the bathroom be, or whatever? Her and I usually leads us to the right place. Yeah. Most of the time.
Yes. I think like, the neck brace. That was a great example.
Yes. I needed a neck brace because I'm fragile and I break things a lot, and I sprained my neck again. Anyway, so we went to Walgreens, and I went to the spot where the neck brace should have been.
You went to the braces, like not the braces, but like the
the
wraps and the braces, like that. The place that made the most sense.
And then she went to an aisle that didn't really make sense.
No, I went to like the incontinence aisle.
Yeah, and that's where they were. It's stuff like that, where it's like her and I just knows where things will be. And so I have learned to be like, okay, I will just trust your NI and bonk you on the head, and we'll all be happy.
I will say, well, my NI knows where things are. I don't know where I am.
Right. So the NI is a surprise to even you.
Well, I was going to say, I think this is just you're weird, honestly. But
I know that.
You have almost like a savant level ability.
Well, that is true. My sense of direction.
Yeah,
is
and your
really
sense of
good.
direction, and like to know how to get somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think your dad's a little bit like that too.
For some reason, I'm the only one in the family that got his weird direction gene.
We'll be going somewhere, and it's somewhere we've never been. And she's like, no, turn this is where it is. Or she'll be like, I recognize that stain on the sidewalk. It's in the shape of,
a dolphin. That's where we parked. We parked on that street.
So turn left, and like the street is 3 blocks away. I'm like, okay.
Now, I wonder, I don't think that's an ENFP thing.
No,
but could it be my SI?
Like, I don't know if that's a personality trait thing, because I don't know a lot of other ENFPs that do a really good job with sense of direction.
Yeah. It's just a weird quirk, maybe.
But, like, it's a good combo for us.
Yeah.
Because I can get us to the magical thing, and she can get us back home.
Yeah.
So that works out really, really well.
Anything else to say about the convention? We already did
a little recap.
We did a recap, so we'll put that in as well somewhere, maybe right here.
I think like that the thing that I don't think this is in the recap. If it is, you can cut this out or cut it out in the recap. However you want to do it. You had the situational awareness to know that when you saw Ursula, you were like, "Oh, excuse me, ma'am, may I take your picture?"
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
I would have guessed. I don't take pictures of people. Side note, I couldn't because my phone couldn't recognize my face to unlock it. So if you ever paint yourself green, Face ID might not work.
Good to know.
But you just, because like you had the social and situational awareness to know, it's like, even though you're going to an event and like it's performative, like we weren't performing fully as the characters, but we did know there is a performative nature, and so people might take our picture or might record or whatever.
Yeah.
That it's still very polite.
Yes. This is not a cosplay Comic-Con podcast, but I will do a PSA. We've only been to one Comic-Con so far. But let me set it up. I saw a woman, I'll insert the photo here because she was so nice and let me take a picture.
Have a horrible
dressed
day.
like Ursula, and she was incredible, and she told me to have a horrible day, and it was amazing, and I loved her. Well, I saw her, and she was faced away from me talking to people, and I was like, oh, I could take a picture of her, but I just felt like I should probably go ask her first. I've never been to Comic-Con before, but I just knew instinctually it'd be nice to ask her first before I just randomly take a photo. So I went and I asked her, I'm like, hi, could I take a photo? And of course she was nice and like, yes, absolutely. So PSA, that's actually very important when you're at these conventions. Just because someone is dressed up doesn't necessarily mean you can go around creeping and taking pictures of them. The common courtesy is to ask them for permission. And 99% of the time they're going to say yes because they're dressed up at a convention and they'd love to take pictures.
Yeah, that's part of like the play.
And you're going to get a better picture of them anyway if they pose for you rather than just creeping on them.
Yeah, and this was our first Comic-Con, and I think we did well enough on our cosplay because it felt like we couldn't go 10 steps sometimes without someone pausing and asking to take our photo.
And we were always like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there was no... And I know that, like, when we paused for one person to take our photo, you could see, like, 6 people taking our photo, it felt like sometimes.
Yeah, and then it feels like people then have the permission to stop.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's also that. You know, you don't... If someone's picture's already being taken,
but that's better
you can be like, oh, me too, not...
That's better than me mid-sneeze and someone snaps a photo of me and I'm like, hey, dude, you could ask me if you want your picture, and I'd say yes.
Also, the picture struck the memory. We scared these poor ladies away who were eating their lunch because we wanted to take our picture.
We didn't mean to. They were just very nice.
No, they were so nice. That was the point I was going to say, is like, we were like, oh, we want to take our picture with that heart. And these ladies were just eating their lunch. Like, oh, you want to sit here and take a picture? Absolutely.
Everyone
we can
was
move.
so nice.
And we were like, Siobhan was like, no, you don't need to. And I was like, yeah, actually, that'd be great if you moved.
Of course.
And they did. And then they also took our picture for us.
Yeah, everyone was so nice there. And I think everyone just understood, like, we're all here dressed up and there's going to be a lot of pictures taken. A lot of people want their pictures taken and yada yada. So anyway, that was my PSA. It's just...
Yeah, I think it's just a good PSA in life. Like, just don't go snapping someone's picture without permission.
Yeah, and it's like, of course, is it illegal to take pictures of random people in public? No, you can do that. Well, at least in the United States. But common courtesy, even if someone is dressed up at a Comic-Con, just ask them. I think that's common courtesy. I didn't even know that. It felt instinctual. Like, I should probably ask this person's permission first before I just take a photo of them. And apparently that is a big deal in the community.
Yeah.
And now we know.
Yeah, and so you play it like, you played by the rules originally.
Yeah.
Like, without even knowing.
Maybe that's my ENFP powers. I just knew.
Sometimes you do have a really good social awareness most of the time. And when you don't, you just tell people that you're autistic.
It might be true.
Yeah.
Don't know.
You do have traits.
What's that supposed to mean? What, I like bonking people on the head that makes me autistic? So, anywho, we love Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and we love Comic-Con. We had so much fun, and we'll put in all the footage.
Yeah, and
for you to enjoy.
Either we're gonna have a real episode too pretty soon because we had our like we're back episode, and then what did we do in our other episode?
We just did 2 episodes that were real episodes. We had topics and we stuck to them.
What was our topic in our last episode?
The very first. Well, okay, so we did the first episode back, and then last episode we talked about the differences between us.
Yes.
Some generic things, and then we also shared a story, personal story.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, about the guy with the crutches.
That was a good story. I think either in our next couple of episodes, or maybe she's releasing them in a different order and you've already seen them. We're going to take a test, and we're going to find out what the internet thinks we are.
We're going to, probably the next episode, we're going to both of us take the Myers-Briggs test online, which of course we've already done before, and we already know our personalities, but we thought just for fun, ENFP and INTJ will take our Myers-Briggs test online, one of the free ones.
Yeah, and I think we're going to try and like narrate a little bit of our like thought process as we take the test.
Yeah.
And then we've got another episode that we're cooking up. Mm-hmm. We're going to have our ENTJ friend come and pull like questions out of like a bowl or a hat, asking us to rank like our top 3 in different scenarios, our top 3 MBTI types in different scenarios. So like the top 3 MBI types that you would maybe want to go on a date with.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Or like
And we have little whiteboards, and we can write our answers on.
we'll write our answers and then we'll share. So we have more like Myers-Briggs stuff. Maybe one day we'll talk about the function stacks again.
Yes, and we're going to go to the zoo. We're going to go to the zoo. I'm so excited. We're going to have a field trip. We're going to go to the zoo with our ENTJ friend.
Yeah.
It'll probably be next month. We have it on the calendar. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I love the zoo, and I love field trips.
Yeah. So
Maybe I'll bring my bat.
Yeah. No, you will not. Our
I can bonk the elephants.
No, you will not. Our ENTJ friend really wants to go to the San Diego Zoo, but we need to take her to our starter zoo first.
Yeah, she's not ready for the San Diego Zoo.
Yeah.
Maybe in July, when we go to Comic-Con, we can go to the San Diego Zoo.
Oh, we're already committed to going to Comic-Con in July.
Give us money. Give us money, and we will go to the Comic-Con in San Diego, and we will go to the zoo. Really, you're just funding our vacation.
And we'll film. Give us money for... Look.
I need a vacation.
What do you do?
Bonking is very exhausting, and I bonk people on the head all day, and it's so exhausting. I need a vacation.
Yeah. Look, fun to vacation for us. We'll film it.
All right, guys. Love you. Well, I love you.
You're okay.
Okay.
I don't know who you are.
Who are you?
So maybe you're terrible.
Take the test and let us know. All right, I'm going to bonk you guys out. Are you ready? Prepare to be bonked. Bonk. Wait, I need to bonk it. Bonk. Bonk, bonk. There, I blacked it out.
Okay.
All right, I just had some sips of coffee, so I feel like I can finally turn the camera on and film.
Hi, welcome to the INTJ and Cat Show. I'm your host, INTJ.
Meow, meow, meow.
And you might not recognize me right now because I'm not wearing my glasses. And that is probably the only reason.
I think, does Poison Ivy ever wear glasses?
I looked it up and I couldn't find it.
Darn.
I know.
She'd look really hot in glasses.
She would.
You know, your teeth next to white paint is not flattering for anybody because it's going to make your teeth look yellow no matter what.
Or like frighteningly white.
Yeah. Whoa, an airplane.
So, we are dressed in character.
What?
We are dressed in character for a very specific reason.
This is how I look every day.
We're about to con you.
This is my daily makeup routine.
We're going to the con.
Oh, guys, I said a really funny jerk. I said a really funny joke earlier. I said, this is my first pumpkin spice latte of the season. Because it is. And she said, oh, you're basic. I said, well, listen, I'm extra white today. So I get to have a pumpkin spice latte. Isn't that funny?
Can you please tell them about the con?
I'm going to put in the laugh track there since you didn't laugh. In my opinion, I think Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, at least from the animated DC series, the most recent one, are
Harley Quinn.
Classic ENFP INTJ. If you want to argue with me, you can argue with me. I just think that they're a very classic ENFP INTJ dynamic. So this is perfect for us. So anyway, am I particularly excited to be at this thing as of right now? No. But give it like an hour, maybe I'll be having the best day of my life.
I think neither of us are particularly excited right now. I'm doing this because of you, and you're doing this because of you.
I'm doing this because of me, but also mostly for my brother Chad.
Hi, Chad.
He is also an ENFP. Anyway, my ENFP brother Chad, he's a little bit more S than me, actually, I would say. I don't know, but he goes to this thing every year. He loves anime, he loves Comic Cons, and he has begged me to go with him for so long, and so I'm finally saying yes.
Say yes to the dress.
And I am going to go to the Comic Con. So I'm mostly doing this for my brother Chad. And also at the time it sounded like a really fun idea, but as of right now, I am so over it already.
Actually, I look great.
You look fantastic. I feel like I'm okay. I mean, I think it's just not quite up to my standards, but that's okay.
This is way better. The last time we did this costume, she put a wig on me, which was not working out.
Yeah.
And the paint for green was the wrong shade. So, it's only going uphill for me.
So, INTJ here has kitten heels, which are so cute, but it's already hard enough to walk with kitten heels.
for a few blocks, but they're also like a half size too big. So, and I just keep running away from her and then feeling bad and being like, oh shoot, I need to slow down. I'm so excited! My 5 ants is kicking in, and the pumpkin spice latte. I'm so excited! Are you excited? Eee! Okay, so here we are in Artist Alley. We're gonna look for Chad. He's 527. 527. Yay! Yay!
Hey, you be nice.
I get to bonk everyone here. It's fantastic.
Bonk the camera.
Is it like a foam bat or something?
No, it's just plastic.
Bonk the
They
lid.
almost didn't let me in.
Bonk the lid. Yes, they did.
Realistic. It looked too
Wait,
realistic.
Bonk the lid.
maggots? Sometimes they're like,
Bonk the lid.
I'm overwhelmed and overstimulated.
is it churning around some?
I'm overwhelmed.
Around some?
I need to let my sweat cool down a little bit before we start walking.
Good idea.
Bob's Burgers is our favorite. Anyway, this is the favorite.
Your biggest fan.
My biggest fan right here. We're gonna walk around like this from now on. Poison Ivy is a supermodel. Perfect. We're just gonna attach fans. It's our biggest fan. Guys, this might be the best day of my life. This might be the best day of my life. I've never been happy. Everyone looks so good and I feel amazing, and I just got to see Ursula, and I got a cute cat out of a machine. I don't remember what it was called, but it was really cute, and I had a lot of coffee this morning and I feel fantastic, and I had a pumpkin spice latte. I'm so happy. And my brother's here and I get to spend time with him, and Alicia's here and she looks amazing, and her green paint is incredible. And I've never been happier. I've never been sweatier, but I'm so happy. She's not an Oregonian. She's a poser.
The person on the head, I'm gonna have security throw you out here.
Perfect.
Hi.
We're at the con. We've been conned.
We've been conned at the con.
Coolest thing so far? What do you think?
The bathroom was not very cool, so I'm gonna put that at the bottom of the list. I really liked the DJ, and I want to go back up and dance with the DJ, but Alicia isn't about it. For some reason, she just wants to walk around.
I'm trying to observe everything.
She wants to people watch. I want to dance.
When we were at the DJ, she was scared. And then we started walking away.
Dance.
She wanted
Coffee,
to
coffee,
dance.
coffee. Coffee, dance, coffee, dance, coffee, dance. Bonk, 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 bonk.
We met Grunkle Stan. That was pretty cool.
Yes, we met Grunkle Stan. We got our picture with him, put the picture here, and that was really fun. There's actually quite a few Grunkle Stans.
Next time we see Batman, though, we should see if we can stop him again.
I've only seen one Poison Ivy, and I've seen a couple Harley Quinns. You're definitely the best Poison Ivy here. What can I say?
Yeah. But like I said, if we see Batman again, we should try and stop him and say, can we
Yes.
get our picture with you, Batman?
Actually get a picture. It's a great idea.
Same, there's been like a Riddler that's been around that did a really good job, so maybe we'll see if we can stop him too.
Yes.
Yeah.
We found a llama. Look how beautiful he is.
He's so handsome.